Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rachel. Thanks so much for joining us today.
So, Rachel, before we jump in, I have to ask, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was good. I actually spent Saturday helping my neighbor's daughter with her English. She's been studying for 3 years, but she's terrified to speak.
3 years and still scared?
Yep. And you know what she told me? She said, I don't have anyone to practice with, so I'll never get better.
Ah, there it is. That's exactly what we're talking about today.
Exactly. So today's episode is for everyone out there who wants to improve their speaking, but feels stuck because they don't have a conversation partner, a teacher, or even a friend who speaks English.
And the big question we're going to answer is, can you actually become fluent practicing alone?
Spoiler alert, yes, you absolutely can.
Not only that, but some of the most fluent speakers I know got there mostly by practicing solo.
Same here. So if you've been waiting for the perfect partner or the perfect moment, this episode is going to change how you think about learning.
Okay, so let's start with something personal. Rachel, when did you realize that practicing alone actually works?
Honestly, when I was learning Spanish, I was living in a small town with no Spanish speakers around. I felt so frustrated.
What did you do?
I started talking to myself, like full conversations while making breakfast, driving, even in the shower.
Did people think you were crazy?
Oh, definitely. My roommate walked in once and I was having an argument with myself in Spanish about what to cook for dinner.
That's amazing.
But here's the thing. After 3 months, I noticed I stopped translating in my head. Spanish just started coming out.
That's the magic moment right there.
Exactly. And that's what we want for our listeners.
So let's address the biggest myth first. People think fluency comes from having conversations with other people.
Right, like you need a native speaker or a language exchange partner.
But that's not where fluency comes from. Fluency comes from how often your brain produces English.
Yes, it's about output, not interaction.
Think about it this way. When a baby learns to talk, they spend months babbling to themselves before they ever have a real conversation.
Oh, that's a great point.
They're just practicing moving their mouth, making sounds, experimenting.
And nobody judges them for it.
Exactly. So why do we judge ourselves so harshly as adults?
Okay, so let's talk about the number one mistake learners make when trying to improve their speaking.
Waiting.
Yes, waiting for the right time, the right partner, the right level.
I hear this constantly. People say, once my grammar's better, then I'll start speaking.
Or, when I find a native speaker to practice with, then I'll be ready.
And you know what happens?
Nothing. Months pass, years pass.
I actually met a guy once who had been preparing to speak for 5 years.
5 years?
5 years. He knew every grammar rule. He could read novels, but he couldn't order coffee without freezing up.
That's heartbreaking.
It is, because he was waiting for perfect conditions that will never exist.
So here's the truth bomb for today. If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never start.
And fluency doesn't grow in perfect conditions.
No, it grows in messy, uncomfortable, imperfect practice.
The kind of practice where you make mistakes, you sound weird, you repeat yourself.
And that's completely normal.
All right, let's get practical. Step 1, build a daily solo speaking habit.
This is the foundation of everything we're going to talk about.
Every single day, you speak English out loud for at least 10 minutes.
No apps, no partners, no scripts.
Just you in your voice.
And you talk about your real life.
So, for example, right now, I could say, it's Monday morning, I'm recording a podcast with Rachel, I had coffee before this, but I'm still tired. After this, I need to answer emails and maybe go for a walk.
Perfect. That's exactly it.
Nothing fancy, just real thoughts in real time.
And here's why this is so powerful. You're training your brain to think in English.
Let's talk about that for a second, because this is the biggest secret to fluency.
Most learners translate in their head, right?
Yes, they think in their native language first, then translate to English.
And that's why speaking feels slow and exhausting.
Exactly, because you're doing 2 mental processes at once.
But when you talk to yourself every day about simple things,
Your brain starts to skip the translation step.
English becomes the first language for basic thoughts.
And that's when fluency clicks.
Okay, so let me give listeners a challenge right now.
Ooh, I like this.
Pause this episode for 2 minutes. Look around your room and describe everything you see in English, out loud.
Don't think about it, don't plan it, just speak.
Say things like, I see a blue cup on my desk. There's a window with white curtains. The sunlight is coming through.
Simple sentences. Present tense is fine.
And if you don't know a word, describe it differently. I see a thing for holding water. That's totally okay.
Actually, that's more than okay. That's what fluent speakers do when they forget a word.
Exactly. We work around it.
All right, technique number 2. Narrate your actions.
This is one of my favorites because you can do it anytime, anywhere.
While you're cooking, while you're walking, while you're cleaning.
So if I'm making breakfast, I say, I'm cracking 2 eggs into a bowl. Now I'm whisking them. I'm turning on the stove. I'm adding butter to the pan.
This is amazing because you're learning practical vocabulary that you'll actually use.
Yes, not textbook vocabulary like the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Right, you're learning I'm chopping onions, I'm stirring the soup, I'm tasting it to see if it needs salt.
Real life language.
And here's a bonus. This also trains you to use continuous tenses naturally.
Oh, good point. You're not thinking about grammar rules, you're just using them.
Let's talk about something that makes people uncomfortable. Recording yourself.
Oh, I know, so many people hate this.
But it's one of the most powerful tools for improvement.
Why do people hate it so much?
Because they don't like how they sound.
But here's the thing, nobody likes how they sound recorded, even in their native language.
True, I hate listening to my own voice.
Me too, but we do it anyway because it works.
So here's what you do. Once a week, record yourself speaking for just 2 minutes.
Pick a simple topic. My weekend, my job, my hometown.
Set a timer, press record, and talk.
Don't stop, don't restart, just keep going even if you make mistakes.
Then, and this is the important part, listen back.
What will you notice?
You'll hear things like, oh, I said 15 times.
I speak way too fast when I'm nervous.
I always forget the past tense of go.
This awareness is gold. This is how professionals improve.
Because you can't fix what you don't notice.
Okay, next technique, shadowing.
This one's a game changer.
So what is shadowing exactly?
You take a short audio clip, maybe from a podcast, a YouTube video, a TV show.
Choose something with clear speech, not too fast.
Play one sentence, pause, then repeat it exactly.
And I mean exactly. Copy the rhythm, the intonation, the emotion.
So if someone says, I'm really excited about this, you don't just say the words.
You match the energy. I'm really excited about this.
This trains your mouth and your ear at the same time.
And it helps you sound more natural.
Let me give you a specific example of how to shadow.
Yes, please.
Find a clip from a show you like. Let's say someone says, I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Okay.
Play it, listen, then pause and repeat. I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Match the stress on can't and actually.
Exactly. Then play it again, repeat again.
How many times?
Until it feels natural in your mouth. Maybe 5 times, maybe 10.
And do this with 5 to 10 sentences per practice session.
After a month of this, your pronunciation will transform.
Now, let's talk about vocabulary because I think a lot of learners study the wrong words.
Oh, absolutely. They memorize these rare, fancy words they'll never use.
Like serendipity or ubiquitous.
Which are fine words, but when was the last time you used ubiquitous in conversation?
Never. I've never said that word out loud.
Exactly. So instead, focus on high-frequency phrases.
The things you actually say every day.
Like, I'm looking forward to, I'm not sure about. That makes sense.
I totally agree. I see what you mean. Let me think about that.
Here's a fun exercise. Make a list of 10 things you say all the time in your native language.
Oh, that's smart.
Things like, I'm so tired today, or I need to finish this, or what are you up to?
Then learn those exact phrases in English.
Not just the words, the natural way native speakers say them.
Because there's a difference between what are your plans and what are you up to.
Exactly. They mean the same thing, but one sounds more natural in casual conversation.
And when you use these phrases, you immediately sound more fluent.
Because fluency isn't about big vocabulary, it's about smooth, natural expression.
Okay, we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Confidence.
Yes, because this is where most learners actually fail.
It's not about ability, it's about fear.
People think, my English is terrible, my accent is too strong, people will laugh at me.
And because of that fear, they don't speak.
And because they don't speak, they never improve.
It's a vicious cycle.
So let's break that cycle right now.
Here's the truth. Mistakes are not your enemy.
They're your teacher.
Every mistake shows you exactly what to work on next.
And native speakers make mistakes all the time.
All the time. I make grammar mistakes when I'm tired.
I mix up words constantly.
Last week I said chicken nuggets instead of chicken fingers in a restaurant.
That's not even a mistake. Those are different things.
Exactly. But my point is, nobody cares.
Communication is about being understood, not being perfect.
Let me tell you a quick story.
Please.
I have a friend from Brazil. His English is pretty good, but he has a strong accent.
Okay.
One day he's ordering food and he says, I want a hot dog with mustard and ketchup.
Ketchup?
Instead of ketchup. And you know what happened?
The person corrected him?
Nope. They understood him perfectly, smiled, and gave him his hot dog.
Because context is everything.
Exactly. And he didn't even realize he mispronounced it until later.
That's actually beautiful.
It is, because it shows that communication works even when we're not perfect.
All right, let's talk about AI for a minute, because in 2026, this is a huge opportunity.
Oh yeah, this is a game changer for solo learners.
You can now have full conversations with AI anytime you want.
No judgment, no embarrassment, no scheduling.
You can practice job interviews,
Restaurant conversations,
asking for directions,
complaining about a product.
even difficult conversations like giving feedback or disagreeing politely.
But here's what I want to emphasize. AI is a tool, not a magic solution.
Right, you still have to show up every day.
You still have to push yourself to speak even when it's uncomfortable.
The AI can't want it for you.
Exactly. But if you use it consistently, it's like having a patient conversation partner available 24/7.
That's pretty incredible when you think about it.
It really is. 10 years ago, this didn't exist.
So if you're listening and you haven't tried it yet, give it a shot. Now let's answer the question everyone's thinking. How long does this actually take?
If you practice seriously every day,
And by seriously, we mean actually speaking out loud, not just passive listening.
you can reach comfortable fluency in 6 to 12 months.
Wait, let's define what we mean by comfortable fluency.
Good point. We're not talking about perfect English.
We're talking about being able to express your thoughts clearly without constantly freezing or translating.
Being able to have a normal conversation about everyday topics.
Making mistakes sometimes, but still being understood.
That's realistic fluency.
And honestly, that's all most people need.
Let me give you a real example.
I had a student once who followed this exact approach.
Tell us about them.
His name was Ahmed. He worked in IT and needed English for his job, but he lived in a small city with no English speakers.
So he was completely on his own.
Completely, but he committed to speaking out loud for 15 minutes every morning.
What did he talk about?
Everything. His work projects, his family, his frustrations, his goals.
Just thinking out loud.
Exactly. And he shadowed podcast clips for 10 minutes every evening.
That's only 25 minutes a day.
Right, but after 8 months, he told me he had a video call with a client in the US, and for the first time, he wasn't nervous.
Wow.
He said the English just flowed. He made mistakes, but he didn't panic. He kept talking.
That's the goal right there.
All right, let's give our listeners a practical daily plan they can start today.
Love it. Let's keep it simple.
10 minutes speaking about your day or your thoughts.
Out loud, pretend you're talking to a friend.
Then 10 minutes of active listening.
A podcast, a YouTube video, anything with natural conversation.
Not just background noise, actually listen.
Then 5 minutes of shadowing.
Pick 3 to 5 sentences and repeat them until they feel natural.
That's 25 minutes total.
Less than one episode of a TV show.
And if you do this every day for a month, you'll notice a difference.
Your brain will start thinking in English more naturally.
Your pronunciation will improve.
And most importantly, you'll feel more confident.
One more thing I want to add. Track your progress.
Oh yes, this is so important.
Keep a simple voice journal on your phone.
Every Sunday, record yourself talking for 3 minutes about your week.
Then after a month, go back and listen to your first recording.
you'll be amazed at how much you've improved.
And on days when you feel stuck or frustrated, that proof of progress is everything.
It reminds you that it's working.
All right, let's talk about common pitfalls because I want our listeners to avoid these.
Pitfall number 1, only practicing in your head.
Yes, thinking about speaking is not the same as speaking.
Your mouth needs to move. Your voice needs to make sound.
Pitfall number 2, practicing the same easy things over and over.
Right. If you only talk about your morning routine, you'll only be fluent about morning routines.
You have to challenge yourself with new topics.
Talk about things that are a little difficult, your opinions on something, a problem you're trying to solve.
Pitfall number 3, giving up after 2 weeks.
Ugh, this is the biggest one.
People expect to be fluent immediately.
But language learning is a marathon, not a sprint.
The people who succeed are the ones who just keep showing up even when progress feels slow.
You know what's interesting? I think a lot of learners actually enjoy practicing alone once they start.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no pressure. No one's judging you.
You can make mistakes without feeling embarrassed.
You can experiment with different ways of saying things.
You can take as long as you need.
And honestly, it's kind of therapeutic.
It is. It's like journaling, but out loud.
Exactly. All right, we're coming up on the end here. Let's leave our listeners with some final encouragement.
You do not need a conversation partner to become fluent in English.
You don't need expensive classes or perfect conditions.
You need consistency
Courage.
and patience with yourself,
Speak every day, even if it's just to yourself,
especially to yourself.
because that's where the real work happens.
And remember, fluent speakers aren't people who never make mistakes.
They're people who keep speaking despite the mistakes.
They're people who prioritize communication over perfection.
And that can be you,
Starting today.
starting right now. All right, we're going to end with a challenge.
I love it. What is it?
For the next 7 days, speak English out loud for at least 10 minutes every day.
No excuses.
Talk about your day, describe your surroundings, share your opinions.
And on day 7, send us a message and tell us how it went.
We want to hear your progress.
Because we believe in you.
We really do. Thanks so much for listening to Everyday English.
If this episode helped you, please share it with a friend who's also learning.
And remember, you're not alone in this journey.
Even when you're practicing alone.
We're all in this together.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.